The construction industry is responsible for the maintenance, repair and building of the places and systems we all rely upon. However, like many things, building structures presents us with hazards. Some of the most dangerous hazards to our safety include objects, electrocution, falls from height, or being caught in or caught between something. The combination of the four is called the fatal four, and none of them will do. This is where the Health and Safety at Work Act comes in. It says it should
be the duty of every employer to ensure, so far as is reasonably practicable, the health, safety and welfare at work of all of his employees.
So basically, companies are legally obliged to keep people healthy, safe and well at work at all times in all work activities. Therefore, before setting people to work, companies must put on their thinking caps. The risk of injury must be assessed by how badly someone could get hurt and how likely it is that someone would get hurt. This allows people to take sensible precautions which can reduce risk to an acceptable level before starting work. By suggesting operatives wear hard hats and safety goggles, it may reduce the severity of an incident, thus reduce someone's hurt, and that's the aim of the game. Protective equipment is therefore called a control measure, a key part of our risk assessment, and employers can't charge for control measures. But more effective control measures can be implemented, such as changing the method by which our operatives work or isolating them from the hazard. For example, we can put up a fence to keep Mr. Monopoly away from the cars, and that is more likely to keep him safe than a high-vis jacket, for an example. If we can change the method of work, we can get Teddy to do his tasks at ground level. Teddy will get a lot less hurt if he falls over on the ground. Similarly, Storm and Magenta can't get electrocuted if we turn off and take away all of their electricity. And the same principle can be applied to safety issues as well as health issues, like occupational deafness, lung disease or white finger. The hierarchy of control measures is summarised in a model that tells us which control measures are most effective in reducing risk. The higher up the triangle you go, the safer you ultimately get. Let's take a health example this time. We want to keep Barbie safe from dust. We can't just leave her. We've got to give her a dust mask and an extractor fan at a minimum. But is there any way we can get a machine to cut this in the factory to isolate the dust? Or avoid cutting this altogether and that will eliminate the dust? Employees must also look after the health, safety and welfare of themselves and others too. This includes listening in training, cooperating with employers and not interfering with health and safety control measures that are put in place. Also, regulators can and will check that everybody follows the rules in the Act. They can assist and question methods of work to make sure work is healthy and safe. If something is a little bit wrong, the regulator will give an improvement notice instructing the addition of more control measures. Alternatively, if something's really wrong, a prohibition notice will stop all work until the method is changed completely. And what control measures can you use to reduce the likelihood and severity of incidents?